I just found out my furry best friend kissed my dog. Hi, my name is Amy and I'm 14 years old in high school. I'm a freshman, so high school is new to me and everything. So I met this girl named Amy. Amy was considered the weird girl in school because she was a furry. People used to make fun of her and bully her. Now, I personally didn't have a problem with furries because they were just people that dressed up like animals, as long as they weren't doing anything that harmed anyone. So I figured she was one of those people, or so I thought. So I walked up to her one day and asked her what she was interested in. She actually played Minecraft, and so did I. So I asked her if she wanted to build a world together, and she smiled so brightly and said yes. I could tell she was extremely happy by this. So me and her became best friends after 5 months, and we were inseparable. She wouldn't come to school wearing furry suits anymore, but she would just come wearing like cat ears and like a tail maybe. Something more subtle. But there were a couple of red flags. She would make jokes calling dogs or animals sexy. There were a couple of red flags that I noticed about her. She would joke around and call dogs and cats sexy. Like she literally said one time, dude, if I were an animal, I'd totally sleep with those animals. And she laughed about it, but why would you joke about something like that? That's really weird. So I went to her house and she actually had a sister. Her name was Ella. One time, all three of us were just hanging out and Ava quickly went to get something to eat for us. Her sister dead looked at me and said, honestly, you should just run while you can. I would not recommend being friends with this weirdo. I literally never hang out with her and I only just come to warn her friends. There's a reason why there's no animals in this house and why she dresses up like an animal. I just looked at her in shock and said, what do you mean by that? But then Ava walked in with snacks and her sister just snapped back to how she was acting before. But Ava could definitely tell that something was off. She asked me what was wrong and I just said nothing. But I definitely took her words into consideration. I ended up leaving a note under her sister's door with my Snapchat on it. So she Guys, I just wanted to make a quick little disclaimer for this video. This is not censored like TikTok, so there is going to be heavy topics and graphic words before watching. So just keep that in mind. Also, just a quick shout out to these lovely people. Thank you so much for commenting and watching through. And if you're still watching, I would really appreciate a like, a subscribe, and don't skip the ads, please. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the video. Next day, I texted Ella on Snapchat after she added me and I asked her what had happened. She told me their parents banned them from having any animals because one time they caught her dog licking Amy's vagina. I was super disgusted by this. Then she continued to tell me when they got rid of the dog, she ended up having a breakdown and tried to kill herself. She sent the text message proofs of group chats from 2 years ago and screenshots backing up these claims. After that, her sister had to go to a mental hospital. I asked her what if she changed as a person. She said, okay, let's test this theory out. So we made a plan. We would get her an animal, set up cameras in her room, and see what she does. So I just let her babysit my pet dog. It was a male German Shepherd. And she was super excited. It was kind of weird. So I set up the camera, and me and Ella watched from my house. I don't even want to fully go into detail to what she did, but she legit had sex with the dog. Like, I kid you not, she bent over and the dog got on. I'm not going to get into detail, but it was extremely disgusting. I immediately went to the house, got my dog, and I stopped being friends with her. Did I do the right thing?